You send a message, wait for a reply, and nothing comes. Hours turn into days, days turn into silence. You're left wondering what went wrong. Ghosting feels personal, but psychology shows it's rarely about you. It's about fear, avoidance, and how humans cope with discomfort. In modern relationships, whether friendships, dating, or even professional connections, ghosting is surprisingly common. Research shows that a large percentage of young adults have ghosted someone at least once, and most have experienced it themselves. But why does it hurt so much? Because it leaves the brain without closure. Humans crave understanding and explanation. Silence creates uncertainty, which triggers anxiety and self-doubt. One of my teachers, Abhishek Tiwari, often explains that ghosting is a form of avoidance behavior. People avoid confrontation, conflict, or emotional discomfort by simply disappearing. It's easier to vanish than to express feelings like I need space or this isn't working. And while it might feel like a solution for the person ghosting, it creates long-lasting emotional echoes for the person left behind. Ghosting also taps into attachment styles. People with anxious attachment take ghosting deeply to heart, questioning their worth. They replay every conversation, wondering what they did wrong. People with avoidant attachment might shrug it off initially, but even they feel the subtle sting of being dismissed without explanation. It's a universal wound, being unseen, unacknowledged, and unresolved. There's also a cultural shift at play. With instant messaging, dating apps, and social media, interactions have become rapid, casual, and disposable. Commitment feels heavier than ever, so some choose the path of least resistance, cutting off contact without discussion. This behavior, while convenient, reinforces a pattern of shallow connection and fear of vulnerability. So how do you deal with ghosting in a way that protects your mental health? First, acknowledge your feelings. Allow yourself to feel hurt, confused, or frustrated. These emotions are valid. Ghosting isn't a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of someone else's limitations. Second, practice closure internally. You may not get answers from the other person, so create your own. Write down what you would have said or reflect on the lessons learned. This transforms uncertainty into understanding and helplessness into growth. Third, set boundaries for the future. Notice red flags, trust your instincts, and engage with people who demonstrate respect and consistency. Ghosting is painful, but repeated exposure to it can be minimized through conscious choices. Finally, focus on self-care and resilience. Surround yourself with supportive relationships that reinforce trust and mutual respect. Engage in hobbies, mindfulness, and reflection. Strengthening your own emotional foundation reduces the impact of someone else's disappearance. Ghosting will always sting, but understanding the psychology behind it helps. It's not about rejection, it's about avoidance, fear, and emotional immaturity. Once you see it clearly, you stop blaming yourself, stop overthinking, and start taking control of your emotional life. The next time someone vanishes without explanation, remind yourself, your value isn't defined by their presence. You can heal, you can grow, and you can continue connecting authentically with people who choose to stay